What is up, my kings, my queens, and my royals in between? I'm Lord Rosnell. This is Pokemon Duel, which, if you can't tell, it's going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Themed Pokemon ROM hack. And you know what that means? It is time to duel. And yes, I will be doing that every time when I start one of these. So get ready to hear that little sound clip every time. But without any further ado, let's get into it, because I'm very excited about this. I have played up through the first gym just to actually, kind of get a feel for things, see if I want to randomize anything or not, because when you start off, you do get to randomize things right out the bat, which is really interesting. I think I will do 2 playthroughs, one just straight up normal, where we actually see what everything is supposed to be, and then eventually I'll come back and do a randomizer. But I definitely think this is one of those ones where you want to, experience this the right way the first time. How is it going, Chip? How is your Wednesday? And yes, I'm probably gonna have to think about that because I normally don't stream on Wednesdays. This is a special kind of, I had to move the schedule around a little bit stream. Yes, my name is Rothnell. That's what I've named myself. That's where we're going with it. And as is tradition, rival, you are chat. Forever and always. Doing good? Glad to hear that, Chip. Glad to hear that. Love that you're doing good. Okay, gotta open up another tab for the homies. Remember, people, if you're listening to me now, remember to support the homies. Always support the homies. All right, and as is tradition, you always go to the PC in your house. You always do that because there's always a potion waiting for you. Been obsessed with the new show recently. It's a new one that came out a few days ago. Ooh, interesting. Tell me about it. What's its name? All right, so we're gonna stick with the standard difficulty. Again, we want to pretty much be pretty vanilla with this run. Okay, I'm gonna say no to the level cap. I don't know why it's recommended. When I tried the level cap, I think it literally capped me at like 14 before the first gym, which just felt weird. We're not gonna randomize anything, like I said. It's very weird about the randomizing, I will say that. I don't even care about the grinding stuff. That's interesting. I like the fact that it will give you infinite rare candies, just in case you want to go through things pretty quicker. I also am interested in what Sandbox and Egglock is. Maybe when we do the randomizer, maybe we will try those out just to see. Yep, no gimmicks, no nothing like that. Yep, we'll play default. All right, we're ready. We're good to go. All right, no need to talk to mom. We know where we need to go. We've played this game many a time. We know what to do. It's the amazing digital circus. Interesting. What is it about? I'm assuming it's about a circus, but that being said, I don't remember the name of it, but there was a game, an anime that had the word circus in it, and it was very much so not very circus themed, to say the least. Alright. Pretty much blah blah blah, same general stuff. Hey, we're gonna give you some Pokemon, but why does the main character get to pick the Pokemon first? Why can't I choose? It's like we've all been here. We've all been here. So, our options are the Illusion Magician. I can only imagine that's going to turn into the Dark Magician based on, everything. Then we got the Paladin of White Dragon, which, again, probably going to turn into the Blue Eyes. Very reasonable. Also, I know that because I've actually, like I said, I played through the first gym. And then Black Chick, which I will say, when you randomize it, it doesn't randomize the names as when it gives you the random things. So when I first tested this out and I got a random random Yu-Gi-Oh card here, and it wasn't the black chick, and it just said it's like black chick. I was like, okay, this is a very weird, out of context setup until I made it to that further part. It was yeah. But no, we're going Paladin of the White Dragon. Blue Eyes White Dragon is definitely my favorite of the 3 original, like, kind of mainstay cards, you know? So, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited. No, we're not going to nickname anything. We want to see things as they show up. All right, so chat, you're getting the Illusion Magician, so that should be fun. I believe the guy down there, I think that's supposed to be, what is his name? Kato? Is it Kato? I think it's supposed to be Kato. I legit don't remember the weird little bodyguards for Pegasus / Kaiba. I also like the fact that they changed Red's sprite in this little battle menu to the generic Slifer Red character from the, I can't remember what Yu-Gi-Oh game it is, but I think it's like one of the more recent ones. Let's see, a human gets trapped in a digital world with a few others that have been there longer. It's 25 minutes on YouTube. I'll have to keep that in mind. Especially if it's only 25 minutes, that's not bad. Alright, here we learn how to do battles, which, you know, we know what we're doing. We're here, we know things. I will say the Paladin here, I did enjoy this actual Yu-Gi-Oh card when I was like actually into playing with the actual cards themselves. Very fun. I believe it's a ritual monster. Very nice ritual monster. If I remember correctly, it doesn't actually take that much. I don't think it's much more than like 5 stars, and I think you get like, I think its attack's like 1900, which is a pretty good starting move. You summon a monster, you ritual summon that with a couple extra monsters from your hand, and like turn 1 you get 2 cards out. It's pretty great. It's only the pilot so far. I mean, that makes sense. You always gotta start off somewhere. I also made some characters on Gacha. Ooh, fun. I always enjoy seeing your little characters. I will also say, I don't know why, but the Oranberry that the Paladin has never goes away. Like, I could probably remove it, but for whatever reason, it never goes away, and I don't think that's like just a normal thing. I think there might be something a little wonky with the ROM hack, but it's there, and I'm not gonna take it off for now. It is what it is. Alright, what do you got to say? Attention duelists, I can adjust your game settings. Oh, that's why you're here. Interesting. Okay. Attention duelists, goodbye. that's one way to greet people, dude. It's like I don't know if it's like the right way, but it's something. Look, I copied what it says on those trainer tip signs, which reminds me, we turn that text to fast. I mean, it's like that text gotta be fast. I'm not here to wait around. I believe you give us a free potion. Yep. Hey, got a potion. Let's go. Oh, and a repel. Okay. I don't remember if the repel is a normal thing. I don't think it is though. Ooh, starting off with the Beaver Warrior. Okay, interesting. I don't know if there's actually shiny Pokemon in this. I can't imagine that they would have taken the time to not only like create essentially like sprites for every single one of the Yu-Gi-Oh monsters in here, as well as like at least a legitimate like color swap for a shiny. I would imagine it's probably much more of a ooh, Maneater Bug. Loved using this card, especially very early on. But yeah, it's like I can't imagine that unless they like put everything through a program and literally just like palette swapped things, which I don't know how that would necessarily work out, but I can't imagine they took the time to actually like make shinies if they are actually in the game. If they are, cool. If not, I'm not gonna be mad about it. Plus, you know, knowing my luck, we ain't gonna run into a shiny. Ooh, Karibo. Karibo's good. It's like, he's the small little man that has a plan. Yes, Penny, I see you, I hear you. I'm gonna apologize now, because, there's a chance that my dog's gonna, you know, be herself and, you know, be a pain. So if I gotta take a break to take her to the bathroom anytime soon, I apologize in advance. But I think we can all agree, any time spent taking care of the doggo is not a time wasted, you know? Gonna make them. It's like, no, you're not the only one here technically. I know, my one friend, Jam, is a lurkin, but they are also streaming currently, and then, my wife is like, she is currently laying down, but she's in chat as well. So you're not the only one here. But you're probably the only active one currently. But that's fine, because people get busy with life. Also, there's a lot of homies that are traveling to Las Vegas currently to go to TwitchCon, which I'm very jealous about. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not alone. Don't worry, Chip. So long as I'm here, you're never alone. Alright, so we run back. Turn this in. Now, just so everybody knows, I did play far enough in my little test playthrough to see, you know, which way I would like to play. I made it through Brock twice, and then a little bit further ahead of that, just to see what would happen if once you get one of your starters up to 16, to see if they kept that general like level scaling, and they did. So I'm very excited to see where everything's going to kind of move, what kind of level scaling everything's gonna be for evolutions. I'm wondering if certain monsters are gonna need like special items to evolve that, you know, aren't necessarily gonna be the like evolution stones, but maybe more along the lines of like polymerizations and things like that. And you'll actually need like the 2 pieces. Like the like the 1,000-year dragon, like I don't know if that's gonna be like a level thing, if that's gonna be a fusion or a stone, or at least, you know, some kind of item. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see. I'll probably never actually use it, but just in case, because I know some things are a bit different. Let's get the town map real quick from your sister. So that way, just in case we have to reference anything, we will be all set. I was gonna say, I don't think we picked up any Pokeballs yet, so I'm not too worried about doing anything, but I definitely want to, I know I want to pick up a Karibo. I mean, I think what we're going to try and do is we're at least going to catch everything that we come across. But what we end up using, that one I haven't fully decided yet. I think I'm just going to go purely on which monster I like, and not really worry about typing. So this could bite me in the ass later, but who knows? Like, I definitely want to see where Karibo goes. Like, I'm wondering if Karibo will get like a multiple version of it, like if it used Multiply, or if it'll go from like Karibo to Winged Karibo to like level 10 Winged Karibo or something like that. It's like, I want to know exactly kind of like where that set is. Because obviously from what we have seen from like the opening scenes of all of this, we know they at least have up through GX worth of cards, because we saw the, what is it, Cyber Dragon? I think that's the name of it. which generally has me interested because I don't know exactly for sure what Professor Oak normally shows in Fire Red when he starts his like whole little speech, but I feel like it's usually just something like a Nidoran female or a male or sometimes a Cubone. So I'd be interested to know what the Cyber Dragon swapped with. Like, I would almost expect it to swap with the Dratini, but who knows? Penny break, please? Oh, okay, she was in here earlier. Alright, let me buy some Pokeballs, and then we will take a quick little break. We'll spend all of our money. Alright, so now we can catch some Pokemon. So I think this will be a good spot to kind of swoopity swap. So, YouTube, give me a few moments. I will be back right after this cut. Twitch, enjoy some old Clippy Clips. When I got launched, it was... Okay, we are back. Let me get the audio back going. And now the real question is, where were we? Oh, yes, we just got some Pokeballs. So let's head down here. I know we have a Karibo, a Maneater Bug, and a Beaver Warrior. So let's get these caught up. Had a long day, Chip, and that's why you're feeling sleepy? I like that Defense Curl switches to defense mode. I feel like that's just a nice little touch. It's not anything too major, but it's a nice touch. Was the defense mode enough to save you? No. Okay. I was hoping that the defense mode was enough to save him so I could get a better catch rate, but there'll be more. There'll be more. Ah, yes, Karibo. I've been waiting for you. Okay, okay, I feel like we should be fine, right? Let's go Pokeball. Let's go Pokeball. Huh? Huh? Hey! Alright. So we got our Paladin. Alright, Karibo added. A Karibo will always remain loyal to its owner. We're not gonna nickname our boy. I'm trying to... I don't know if there is a... Like, I don't think there's a one-to-one. Like, they just... Like, okay, here, we're gonna put this monster into this spot, so they're, whatchamacallit, what's the word I'm looking for? So their Pokedex entry will just like kind of match up one-to-one with who they replaced. I don't think that's the case. I think they took the time to actually make unique Pokedex entries. I know words. Alright. What this creature lacks in size, it makes up for in defense when battling in the prairie. Again, I feel like that makes sense. I don't think that's ripped from anything. At least nothing that I can think of. Okay, we already got a Karibo, and I like the fact that instead of a Pokeball showing that we've already caught it, it's just a little YuGiOh card. Very nice. It's the nice little touches that make this ROM hack especially good. I also like the fact that it has the XP share right out the gate. It'll make getting through all of this so much easier. Alright, let's see if we can pull off... Okay, I think we can get away with one more scratch without critting. Perfect. Kind of too late to do defensive mode, man. Alright, and then Pokeball go. Easy peasy. I also like the fact that they've added in the whole getting experience for catching Pokemon as well. Very nice touch. I feel like that's something that they really missed out on very early on. Will eat anything in its path. Its ferocious hunger has led to the extinction of the Weedle population. Again, I don't know if that was just like some extra flavor, or if that was ripped from something. Is there a Pokemon that has a salacious hunger that wiped out Weedles, or is that I feel like that's got to be flavor text, right? That's just adding that extra little bit of pizzazz. All right, and as always, if you didn't already know, gotta head over this way. Not up this way with the way I'm going. I'm just coming up here real quick to get an item. But you want to come over this way, because there's always a couple extra mons that are new, as well as the chat battle that's over this way, which is always nice to do. And especially in the Fire Red, Leaf Green, because you end up getting, I think it's what, 10 quick balls? Or at the very least, I know you get 10 quick balls in this version because, well, again, I've done this. Alright, so Celtic Guardian, we're definitely going to hold on to the Celtic Guardian. I'm interested to see what the Celtic Guardian is going to do, because I don't know specifically of how the Celtic Guardian could transform into, like, and evolve, or if it's just like gonna be like, okay, you're the Celtic Guardian, go with it. Like, I know there's different versions of the Celtic Guardian, but I don't know if you'd actually be able to do anything. An elf who learned to wield a sword. He baffles enemies with lightning swift attacks. Okay, so that run right there, that's obviously like a specific one for the Celtic Guardian. Right, Celtic Guardian again. Again, this is fine, not a big deal. I think there are at least two? I think there's at least two different monsters we can run into here, from what I remember. Feral Imp being one of them. Again, another great card. Definitely reminds me of my childhood. So I'm super excited. Okay, Gust super effective. That's right, whenever you highlight your attack you're about to do, it will it'll change the name to green if it's going to be super effective. So I'm guessing Feral Imp is grass type? Which feels kind of weird, but you know, whatever. Because I don't know what else... why else it would be super effective, you know? But we're definitely going to grab up the Feral Imp for sure. We're probably going to end up getting rid of the Maneater Bug, depending on what else we find. And then after Maneater Bug, probably the Beaver Warrior will be next to get the boot. A playful little fiend that lurks in the dark, waiting to attack an unwary enemy. Again, no nicknames, no need. Ah, yes, here's what we're looking for. We're looking for the baby dragon. One of my very early on favorite cards. Just the design in general. Just absolutely love this thing. Very cute. Hey, alright, we're trucking along. We catching these. Should I just call them Pokemon? I feel like I should just call them Pokemon. We're catching these Pokemon. Much more than just a child, this dragon is gifted with untapped power. Call them monsters? Yeah, I feel like that'll work. Also, I wish that this game had the ability for me to be like, okay, you caught this. Do you want to swap out for what you just caught? Because I'm pretty certain that Baby Dragon went to the... yeah, Baby Dragon went to the PC, but we definitely want Baby Dragon. And again, we're getting rid of the Maneater Bug. Nothing against the Maneater Bug. Nothing against him. but I mean, you can only do so much with the Maneater bug, right? I mean, I can't imagine it's gonna end up having an evolution either. One thing I will probably do is off stream, once we get like closer to the end, I might go through all the different monsters that we have, and if we need to like fill out the Pokedex by, you know, doing some leveling and whatnot, well, it's like I'll level them up and at least make sure to show them off on stream once we do, by probably at least going through the Pokedex. Based on that cry, I feel like they're using the Sparrow cry? Or Spearow? However you want to say it. I always say it differently, I'm not gonna lie. Appreciate the lurk, Dark Hunter. Hope you're having a good day, man. Hope work was good to you. Alright, I'm pretty certain there's at least one more monster we can run into. So I'm gonna give this a couple tries, see if we can't see what we get and, you know, kind of go from there. Ship redeeming a daily quest has accepted their next quest, Wish Reapers Past the Happiest of Birthdays. Good quest. Good quest. Alright. Alright, and with that, I gotta go eat a bean, so give me a moment, YouTube. I'll be right back after the cut. Alright, YouTube, we are back. I ate a very spicy bean that was a Carolina Reaper, so if you see me breathing a little bit heavier, that's why. Mouth, very hot. Not the best feeling in the world, not gonna lie. Again, definitely leave down in the comments if you want me to leave me eating the spicy beans or the gross beans in. If that will give you some entertainment, I don't mind keeping it in, because that means that's less editing I gotta do. The water doesn't necessarily help, but it makes my brain think it helps at least a little bit, so yeah, yeah. Am I really not gonna run into the one spawn? I like on my off-stream playthrough to kind of test things out, ran into this thing several times. Alright, if I can get in the next one or two, I'm gonna call it, get healed, and then we'll face the rival. Which, if I remember correctly, it's just a Karibo they have? Or should I say that you have? Because you're the rival, chat. You are the rival. Alright, one more after this, then we'll go heal. I'm not about to just waste all the time. Because it's not like I'm gonna need my paladin to be all that high to take on the first gym leader. You have a Dark Magician? Yes, you do. Oh, on your desk. Oh, it's cool. Like an actual card, or do you have like a little figurine? An actual card? Nice. Whenever we go to the ad break and I cut the episode, I'll see if I can grab the cool little box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have. I was like, I have a lot more than just what's in the box, but it's a cool little box. I'll see if I can grab that during the whatchamacallit. Ad break, that's the word. I know words. Says it's from 1996. Ooh, nice. I was gonna say, I don't think I got into Yu-Gi-Oh until, I want to say it was late 90s, early 2000s, but I honestly can't remember. That's so long ago for me at this point that I cannot say for certain. But my favorite story that I always love to tell when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh is the very first Yu-Gi-Oh card I ever got. I won in a contest. How do I want to word this? I won a contest for Kids WB, where you essentially write in and be like, hey, it's like I'm entering in this competition, and then they like randomly select either someone or, you know, multiple people. I don't know exactly how it works, but they select people to win a card, and my very first card was the Summon Skull, which is very cool. And ever since I won that competition, or I guess giveaway, again, whatever you want to call it, like, I've been in love with Yu-Gi-Oh ever since. Now, anime-wise, I've watched up and through 5Ds. I think I still need to see like the majority of like the last season of 5Ds, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Like the first part of 5Ds was really good. This second season or whatever, again, I'm trying to remember exactly how far I made it. It's like it's okay, but it doesn't feel nearly as interesting. I didn't point it out last time, but I love the fact that the victory music after beating I don't know if it's important character or if it's just any trainer, is the theme song to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Great show, by the way. I know I've also seen a couple of the other ones, maybe not the whole way through. Like, I know I've seen a bit of Zexal, whatever the weird 7 one is, where it's all like the weird quick duels and whatnot, which seems interesting, just feels very weird. I've seen a bit of the pendulum summoning. Like, I've at least seen a little bit of everything. In my opinion, pretty much you get up to 5Ds and that's about all you really need to see. Anything after that, you can take it or leave it. It's like some might catch your attention, some might not. Everyone's gonna be different. Watch the 3 legendaries are gonna be got. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm guessing that the 3 legendary birds are going to be Slifer, Ra, and Obelisk, which that'd be very cool. It also generally kind of fit the color themes, so Moltres would be Slifer, Zapdos would be Ra, and Articuno would be Obelisk. So I could see that. I could see that. The chicken one, the skeleton one, and the dragon one. Yeah, those ones. Zexal was my favorite. I would say out of all of them, Zexal was, if I'm remembering correctly, Zexal was my least favorite. Like, it was okay, but it's like, I guess the whole overall premise of Zexal just felt weird. I also liked Arc 5. I enjoyed Arc 5. Arc 5 was fun. That was the dual entertainment one, right? Like, I thought that one was a neat idea. Now we got access to the Dex nav. Woo! Okay. So that poor guy just got sent to the Shadow Realm, which I already like this here because this tells me that this is gonna have some like Battle City type stuff, because the card collectors, is that what they're called? I think they're called card collectors. Pretty sure that's the weird title that Merrick gave these guys. Hey Grunt, you deal with this ugly kid. Ugly? Ugly? That's just rude. I'll be heading off to Mount Moon. It's because it was my first one. That's fair. More often than not, whatever your very first show of a series is probably gonna end up being your favorite. It just makes sense. What's the one that is split into 5 cards again? Exodia, the card that this man just mentioned. He said he's gonna attack me with the power of Exodia, and when I first went through this, I was expecting him to just be like, blah, here's Exodia, get wrecked. But I was like, nah, this is just the Beaver Warrior, so I don't know why you mentioned Exodia to begin with. Honestly, feels weird just to mention Exodia, like, right? Watch, he's gonna be like me at work. Of course, we're going to teach our Paladin Twister. Twister's a good move. And granted, Twister's just essentially Gust, but Dragon. But, yeah, that's not what I meant to say. Oh, no. Alright, Feral Limb level 7. Okay, so it looks like, so far at least, important trainers. Because I would say Grunt's at least important enough. I was gonna say it'd be like Mewtwo or something. Gotcha. I could see that being the case. Beaver Warriors may be small, but they can slice you in two. I mean, that's true. Are you going through Viridian Forest? Be careful, there are man-eating bugs there. We will be sure to be careful. My Creebo will clear this forest of all its insects. That feels like a lot of work. I don't know if your Creebo's up for the challenge. Luminous Moss, an item that will be held by Pokemon. It boosts special defense when hit by a water type. That feels oddly specific, and I don't know why that's a thing. Jerry Bean? I will say this is not a card that I'm generally familiar with when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. I feel like this is one of those ones where it's probably from like some of the newer stuff that I have yet to see. Or it's one of those things where nobody nobody in the anime really used it, and I just never happened to find it in like any of the cards that I've gotten over the years. Wasn't Creebo a token card for sec? So, at least in like the anime, that was never the case. It was more so always used to nullify direct life point damage. Because I think Kuriboh in general has a effect where if you take damage to your life points, you can send Kuriboh from your hand to the graveyard to nullify any damage you would take that turn. Jerry, a bean soldier, believes he is the strongest warrior in the world, but his true abilities are still untested. Alright, Jerry Bean, you're cute and all, but I don't think I have room for you on my team. So, a sacrifice? To a degree. Definitely in GX, they gave... Ooh, Petite Moth. I definitely want to hold on to this. I definitely want to pick up Petite Moth. I'm trying to think who we might get rid of for Petite Moth. Jerry, obviously the strongest. Fair. You know what? Jerry looks capable. I believe in him. I love the fact that Petite Moth is just like kind of an awkward, like kind of fusion between Caterpie and Metapod by just the general look of it from what I'm seeing here. This small but deadly creature is better off avoided. And we will not nickname. Might leave him a minute, call your girlfriend. It's like, makes perfect sense, man. Whatever you gotta do. I'm just a dude out here playing some video games, trying to entertain everybody as much as possible. So if you got other things to go do, definitely go do them. I'm not gonna hold you hostage. Kribo learning guest, huh? All right. Kribo, let's get rid of... You can keep multiply. We'll get rid of defense mode. We'll probably never use defense mode. Alright. I think I'm going to run back real quick, pick up the Petite Moth. Parasite C. Again, another card that I do not recognize. Okay, cool. We just one-shot that, so that's dope. So I'm generally interested to like look some things up because I know there are a couple cards that I ran into. Okay, basic insect is like that one's familiar to me. I believe that's one that Weevil used very early on, and also I'm trying to think. I think used an equipped spell card to juice it up a bit. So I wonder if like if this were to evolve, if it would evolve into like the upped version with the equipped card. Alright, so we need to still pick up the whatchamacallit. The parasite. Usually found traveling in swarms, this creature's ideal environment is the forest. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Alright, we go out, we go down. I'm also just now realizing, like, trying to think back on it, it's like not really having that big of reactions to the different monsters I'm seeing because I've already seen them. So probably the first episode I probably won't get that much like clips out of this for any of my short form content, but that's not a big deal. It's like once we get past the first gym, then I can probably start getting some better reactions. Alright, what do we... Okay, we'll get rid of, like I said, Beaver Warrior. Beaver Warrior's out. Nothing against Beaver Warrior, but I feel like the Petite Moth here is going to be more interesting, especially with the fact with the way I know it ends up evolving. It's looking like it's probably going to be a 4-stage, which is wild, actually. Which I definitely feel like that's something that Pokemon as a whole should theoretically look into. Alright, we've already seen basic insect. We're not worried about it. I should also actually, you know what? Let's switch to Kuribo, only because I know Kuribo also knows Gust at the very least, so Kuribo should be able to like really wipe out any bugs that we run into. And then perfect, we run into Parasite C, which we missed out on, and we're not going to Gust this one. I'm interested to see what this turns into, because like I said before, this is one of those ones where I don't specifically remember ever seeing this one. This might be one of those like deeper cut insect cards that unless you've, you know, gone and actually built an insect deck, it's like you probably don't know this. This monster infects its enemies by leeching onto it. I wonder if this one will surprisingly like turn into like Parasite Parasite. Like I feel like that'd probably be like the natural progression, but that's just going based off of what I know. I was throwing Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, but I ran out. That's why you can never have too many Pokeballs. True that. Alright, ads about to start here in about 2 minutes. We can see how far we can get along the way. Alright, Feral Imp at 8, loving that. Alright, our first non-special battle. We can see if it'll play the YuGiOh GX theme song if we beat him up. Alright, Parasite C, not a big deal. I will also say I appreciate the fact that they've given the trainers different Pokeballs for the Pokemon that they use. Actually makes it feel a little bit more real instead of everybody just using regular ass Pokeballs. Like that one, Netball. Very cool. Nice, again, nice little attention to detail. Honestly, at this rate, we... Okay, cool. YuGiOh GX theme song after every trainer. Love that. It's such a good theme song, too. Alright, we will do this battle real quick. I will clear out the episode, and we'll get back at it after the ads. I'm not sure how well Gust fits for Karibo, but you know what? I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I'm very interested to see exactly how things are going to progress with each of the monsters. I think that's one of the things that I'm most excited about. Karibo almost 12. Yep, you ran out of Pokemon. That means I win. Alright, now real quick. I don't think this right here, I think this is new. I don't think this is a thing, at least in Fire Red. I think this is new specifically for this, and I'm very interested to find out what that is. But either way, if you have made it this far, first of all, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content, definitely drop a like and a sub. It'll really let me know that I'm doing a good job, and it'll really help me out with that algorithm, because you know how things work here. You gotta hit the like, you gotta hit the sub, or else the algorithm doesn't like me and it doesn't put my content out there for others to enjoy. Either way, I'm very excited to be playing this. I think this is gonna be a great time, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.